What do I get the most? Collect what you want to collect. Well, bro, why am I going to buy a $500 box when I get $100 worth of value? It doesn't make sense. I'm a collector. It's terrible. It's terrible. I mean, just atrocious. It's not great content. Sorry, man. I'm going to get a lot of flack for that in the comments, by the way. So this
jackass doesn't even watch my channel.
Point blank, we've witnessed the birth of card content over the past few years, really since about COVID 2020. It's not even when it became popular or became more mainstream. That's when it started. I mean, this is all the beginning. This is all a birth, and I really want to reflect on it, go over it, give you my mind about it, my rant every so often. I just have things to say, and this happens to be one of those days. Before we get to it, I just want to go over a few more things. It's my summer break started last week. I moved all my stuff from upstairs classroom downstairs into a U-Haul, drove it to my new school, upstairs or an elevator into the new school. You know, you might not know this about me. Last year, this time, about a year ago today, I paralyzed myself. I injured myself. I was using a massage gun. I came home from my sister's wedding after school ended, drove to Sacramento, 10 hours, drove back, used a massage gun under my armpit. I use it all over. I use it here. And well, apparently you have nerves under your armpit, brachial plexus. I didn't know this, and terrible shoulder pain for 4 days, and the fifth day, my arm just shut, and I'm almost back. I was able to do the move all by myself. It's this one finger is still not cooperating, but everything is so much better, and this channel helped me. I couldn't do much. When I first injured myself last year, I couldn't play video games. I couldn't use this hand at all. I mean, it was done. The arm was semi-paralyzed as well, and or just was. So I'm very thankful for all that, and the channel definitely helped. You just stay focused on something and excited about something, and that's really what cards should be, and not what I'll get to my rant now. Is card content is turned far from what sports cards is. Sports cards is a break from reality. Sports cards is a way to tune out life, and we've watched again the birth of. I want to say this right because it's hard to communicate. And if I communicate it right, it's going to make a lot of sense. I find it interesting to watch the birth and compare it to other parts of society. Like, there's other things inside of man, that could have been done better. That's ridiculous. That's stupid. But it's not always the best things that win out. It just kind of, we're a huge population. Our minds, our brains work weird. And it's not like if all sports card content was about being the best and smart, it'd pretty much focus on pop counts and print runs. I mean, that's really what we all need to know is card collectors, investors, whatever. I'm a collector. I've always been a collector. Print runs and PS and the pop counts fascinate me. Has nothing to do with, should you spend $400 on a box of collectibles to get $50 worth of value? No, you shouldn't. And so anyways, the best doesn't always win out. I compare it to like CNN and Fox. Most of us know at this point, like, that's not the best way to consume news, but it was a damn good formula. Oh my God. Why? Because it's emotional. People like the conflict. And so when it comes to card content or YouTube, the more conflict you have, the more, people don't turn into a book or a show to watch something that's just chill. Another thing I'll point to, CNN and Fox are the way they are because so much money is pumped into them. And if you think about the biggest card channels that we've watched 4 years now, it's been 4 years since COVID, little over, and there's been about 3 channels I can think of that are just far and above everyone else. Pac-Man, who puts a ton of money into his product. He's ripping the most expensive products, and his channel has by far the most subscribers. Sports Card Investor, again, put by far the most money into his channel by anyone. Card Collector 2, ton of money, opened a shop, spending money all the time at hobby show, card shows. Again, that's the same thing with society. Where the money is where it goes. And so they're dictating what card content truly looks like to get hundreds and thousands of views. And it's not always so flashy. I want to give a big shout out to baseball card collector, investor, dealer Chris. He's the most accurate of what card collecting is and looks like. It's not this flashy, glamorous, I pulled up in a new Bugatti. Sorry, can't help myself. But that's like what some of these guys make it look out to be, Roth Cards. And many others, by the way. And that's just not what cards is. Maybe to the new generation it is. And I don't see it being a sustainable gimmick to pull for the next decade. I don't. That's enough for later. Down this rant, I want to talk about breakers. I think breakers, I'm very curious to see how many of them fail in the next year to 5 years. I think we're going to see so many breaking businesses go under or not survive or need to pivot or add because do you buy hobby boxes? Do you buy hobby boxes? Because I know I'm a huge card collector and I pretty much don't buy hobby boxes anymore. Very rare. Maybe one a year. Maybe. Maybe at this point. I think retail is king. But if I'm not buying hobby boxes, I'm asking you, how many do you buy a year? If you're not buying hobby boxes, breakers are the ones buying the hobby boxes. And sooner or later, people are going to stop breaking. I think it's already happening. You hear from people like Geo of Sports Card Nonsense, oh, it's been a slow year. Oh, it's slowing down. I mean, you never guess by videos, but videos can be very deceiving in a very tiny sample size. Again, kudos to Chris because not only do I think he's the most accurate of what a card person, what we are, sorting cards, trying to sell some cards, trying to pick up PC cards. It's not super flashy. He's doing it out of his house. But I thought his new series, it didn't capture me completely. I didn't love the game show that he played, but I think it's genius. And that's my issue with sports card content is we've hit certain ways and that's what we think it needs to be. And it's terrible. It's terrible. I mean, just atrocious. It's not great content. Sorry, man. I'm gonna get a lot of flack for that in the comments by this. It's nothing personal to anybody. It's nothing. These videos should provide value and good entertainment for cards. And his new series tried. I hope you keep trying, man. And to any card content creator watching this, try. Evolve this. It's been 4 years. We need to grow. It's great. It's taken off. It really has. Card content is probably just as popular, if not more, than buying or opening the damn product itself. But it has to evolve. And I'll give Chris some credit for trying something different. And that's kind of what I'm trying with my channel is I try to continue to be different. I try. I'm not saying it's hitting. I'm not saying it's working. The new age 2024 sports cards, it revolves around the internet. You're watching me right now on the internet. You probably buy most your cards or sell most your cards on the internet. So stop comparing it to junk wax era. There was none of this in the junk wax era. The hobby is in a far different place than it ever was in the junk wax era. Yes, cards are mass produced at a ridiculous level. I get that, and they're going to be junk eventually, but it's not the junk wax era. Card content, whether you're consuming it on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, that's part of our world now. So the internet, card content. I'm going to argue retail is king. Most people I see on social media and the internet, you're not opening big hobby boxes, expensive hobby boxes, select few breakers. The average person is buying their cards from Walmart, Target, Barnes & Noble and opening retail because it's somewhat affordable, although it's not, you're not going to hit as big. The other big change is it's not set-based. For 70, 80, 90 years, there was one set. We're going to try to collect that set. There's two set, it's heavily set-based. Now, you go back to vintage baseball. I think the same thing might happen with vintage basketball. The further we move forward and it becomes history, is some of those sets are collected. But that's not how 2024 or anything modern is looked at anymore. There's too much product. Why collect the whole set? So that's it. I'm going to repeat it. New age, 2024, whether you like it or not, baby. Internet based, card content based, non-set based, and retail is king. I want to go back real quick to the whole reason I made this video is it's been so fascinating to watch card content evolve. It's clear that the most money that's been put into the channels, those are the biggest channels right now. They just are. I'm going to point to those three again. Card Collector 2 has put a lot of money into his channel, opened a card shop. Same thing with Sports Card Investor. He's put tons of money into that. It's a business. And the third one is Pac-Man, also a business opening the most expensive boxes and has a huge following. And those three I point to being the biggest, mainly because of money. So that's number one. Society, the way we evolve doesn't always mean the smartest ideas win out, or else we wouldn't have Donald Trump and Joe Biden running for president again. It just doesn't work And that's what's bothering me with card content right now is we can do better as a whole. And I'm gonna get flack for that. So I want to, it's nothing personal. Keep making your content if that's what you enjoy and you enjoy sharing. We also need some stuff that kicks ass, some stuff that moves us moving in forward, moves us moving in the right direction. Enough with the PSA reveals. Sorry, man. How many different people open PSA reveals? How many people I want to see their reveals? Eventually that dies out. That's not something that's sustainable for decades and decades. That's a fad. That is a fad. I'm sorry. Correct. What do you think? Comment below on any of this. I'm not throwing bullets. I'm not throwing shade. Again, to me, if any of the, I want podcasts or videos that provide value, that are fun, that have good personality. Flippin' Steve got at me. I'm going to put a quick clip.
Jackass doesn't even watch my channel.
He got at me and it's like, it's nothing personal. Matter of fact, his content, you're right, I didn't watch it. And now that I looked at it, he's trying something different. It's bro, I'll give you that. It's different than anyone else's card channel.
Jackass doesn't even watch my channel.
So kudos. We need more of that. You're right. You commented and you're one of the few. You're really taking the personality and letting them in to heart. That's not a terrible strategy, by the way.
What's the difference between me and you? Different, yeah, I'm different.
I want more evolution in card content. I bet you do too. I'm going to get some people, I love it. I want this. I like that. Shut up. Do your thing. What do I get the most? Collect what you want to collect. Well, bro, why am I going to buy a $500 box when I get $100 worth of value? It doesn't make sense. If I'm going to collect some, I'll go collect the silver coins that will hold value. Would I pay? Or I'll collect singles vintage. And I should start screaming that more. Everyone's going to move to vintage. All these people that are buying hobby boxes, buy what you want, collect what you want. You're all going to smarten up and you're all going to move to vintage. So start buying vintage, fellas. Last thing, my channel, again, will be a little different over the next couple months because I'm moving, traveling, blah, blah, blah. I'm really working on the best NBA rookie card set in history. Collection, excuse me. If you want to know what I collect NBA rookie cards. I'm going to start doing a live. I wanted to go over the live. I want to do the live once a week once I get back. I'd love to have guests on. I'd love to have a game on that I'm watching in the background so we can watch the game together. Obviously, it won't be on the channel or on the screen, but it'll be on in the background to comment on. I want to buy an NBA rookie card every single live. You see what's going in my collection. I want to scroll through sports card nonsense. There's so much good content, so many young collectors, investors. Sorry. Oh, I just had dinner. I want to go over some graphs and charts and finally maybe watch a couple videos together. So I've been against or worried to go live, a little nervous to go live. But I think it could be fun and a nice way to continue to build the community here on the channel. So comment below. What do you think? Are you satisfied with card content? How can we make it more interesting, better? I'm going to get so much flack for that, but I know others feel it too. And I just find it fascinating. The real ad below. I want to finish here. Ad below. What is your take to you watched it too. You literally witnessed the birth of card content. It's only been around 4 or 5 years. Some might argue it was around before, but never to what it is. And how do you feel it evolved? What direction would you say it should go in? Where it is today is not where it will be in 5 or 10 years. And I'm pretty firm about that. Thank you for watching. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you have not. Help the channel grow. And let's just make the community and card world the best we can. Have a great day.
Right, because P. Diddy be wanting to body, and you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did.
What up, everybody? This is Robert Horry, aka Big Shot Bob, and you're watching Professional Sports Cards. Hey, by the way, go buy my rookie card.